Hey, let's talk, because this is bad. This is really bad. Let's talk. Rocket League just announced the new RLCS season, and it is so bad, and this is not an exaggeration, it is so bad that there is not a single person, I have looked, there is not a single person, pro, player, fan, that is defending Epic Games, Psyonix, whatever you want to call it, for this announcement. This announcement is so bad that we have a legendary Rocket League player in Drees retiring. And this is not a joke. I know Drees. He has been considering it for, I don't know how long he's been considering it, but Drees has not been happy. And after this announcement was made, he quite literally tweeted, retiring. Don't have the passion to continue playing, thanks for the memories. Literally put an apology tweet. And this is not bullshit. It is confirmed. Drees is done. This is horrible. If for some reason you don't know who Drees is, he has about 100k earnings. He was on G2, he was on Dignitas, he was on Optic, he was on Envy. Like, great orgs. G2, Envy, Optic is a crazy stretch, and Dignitas is great too. Literally, his Wikipedia already is updated to say retired. This is insane. Now, I'm going to skim through this announcement very quickly and just kind of tell you guys what the fuck's going on and why everyone's so upset, okay? So, this is the announcement that was made. There was a blog post. I got a tweet saying that RLCS was back at 1 p.m. It is currently 2:30. I was in the middle of a lecture in discrete structures, and I saw my phone, and I opened my phone, and I was very excited. I tuned out of the lecture, and I started reading on my damn phone, because this is very important. Everyone's been waiting for this for 6 months, literally half a year. So what do they have in store? Excuse me, sorry. What do they have in store? Okay, first big note. There's a reduced prize pool of $4.3 million, which $4.3 million is a lot of money, but the prize pool was $6 million last year, okay? So they lost $1.7 million. Okay. Maybe where did that money go, right? Maybe they're doing more lands. Maybe they're doing less lands, but more teams at the lands, right? Maybe I don't know, maybe they got something huge planned. Maybe the 1.7's going to a fucking Travis Scott concert in Rocket League, right? I don't know. But no one knows where it went, because it didn't go to more lands, because as you can see, the format, there's only 2 majors now in one world championship, which honestly, I don't even think this is a horrible change. But the fact that the prize pool was reduced by 1.7 million, that's almost 30% is that 30? It's around there. But like, that's almost 30% of, they just fucking took a chunk of it, threw it away, right? So now there's only 2 lands, Major 1, Major 2 in the world championship, right? There's 3 events, and I don't think that's horrible. But the fact that they cut the prize pool for this, not great, okay? But, hey, maybe, since they cut it to only 2 lands, we'll have a little bit more teams there, a little bit more representation. It'll be a much bigger deal. We'll get to that later. First, let's talk about the open format. To get to the major, we got to play the regionals, right? Well, there's no invited teams to the regional anymore. That means if you get the game tomorrow, you might be watching this and have never played Rocket League before. If you get the game tomorrow, you could be playing the best team in the world in open quals, because to qualify, there's 3 open qualifiers, same format every time, and nobody is invited. Every single team is thrown into an open double elim bracket to determine the top 16 teams in the region, for the regional, right? And then it goes to Swiss, then it goes to single elim. The beauty of the split format has been every single split has been a different format. That's how it's been, that's how it should be, and that's not what they're doing this year. It's the same shit every split, and it's bad. And people are very upset about this. And as they should be. And this, what's crazy is this isn't even the worst part. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But summed up real quick, every single team is thrown into an open double elim, right? Your entire season could be fucking ruined just because of one bad day and one bad series. Okay. You know, it's open qualifiers, right? Who gives a shit, right? No one cares, right? Let's talk about majors, because people care about majors. It's international. The only good thing about this announcement, the only good thing, Sub-Sahara has finally gotten their first spot. Whether you support it or not, they finally got their first spot, right? MENA has 2 spots now. That's well-deserved as well. But every other team in spot, I have a problem with, okay? NA and EU, they have lost a spot. That's where MENA and Sub-Saharan Africa got theirs. OCE has the same, SAM has the same, APAC has the same. Now, one thing you might be noticing is Major has 16 teams, which was the last as last year. The rumor for a very long time was that there was going to be 24 team majors. That is not the case. It is still 16. That prize reduction, no one knows where. Majors are basically the same. There's just one less of them. And I'm not a fan. I think one very important thing as well is EU and NA are the biggest regions in both player base, skill, prize pool, pretty much everything, right? And you're reducing the teams from that. They're the highest competitive, highest grossing, etc., etc., etc. And you're making less teams qualify for these events from that region. I just don't get it. I feel like, if anything, this should be up to 24. Have more teams, more representation, still have Sub-Saharan give them a spot, still MENA get a spot, and so forth. But no, they've completely cut it down to less teams from the big regions, and it's not great. But who gives a shit about majors, right? All we care about is Worlds, because that's the biggest tournament of the year. It's the biggest tournament in Rocket League, right? It's World Championship. Well, let me tell you, the World Championship last season had 24 teams in a wild card. It was a great format. People quite literally paid extra to get wild card tickets and watch the wild card. Watch their favorite teams come from Asia, Africa, all over the world. Well, there is no wild card. It's the exact same split as the majors. It's basically just a third major with like a little bit more importance, really. And also, before, the World Championship was determined, like, the teams that got in were determined by how good they did in the majors. So if Sub-Saharan Africa won every single major, they'd still only have one team there. Obviously, probably not going to happen, but I love the system that if you did well, you were rewarded for it. Now that is not the case. If you do well, no one gives a shit. The 4 best teams in the world, they're going to be, the top 6 teams in the world could all be from Europe, and only 4 of them are going to the World Championship, no matter what. That's ridiculous. I think that is a horrible, horrible move, and a lot of people are upset about it. So, okay, Flitz, right? They botched the prizing. They botched Worlds. They botched Majors. They botched Regionals. What else did they botch? Well, do you guys know that, you might not know this, but if you're on Twitter at all, you should probably be familiar with that most pros have not been paid thousands and thousands of dollars by Epic. Epic owes many players probably hundreds of thousands of dollars worth spread across everyone. I know plenty of people that are owed up to $10,000 or more by Epic Games because, you know, from the events that they played, they have to get paid out by Epic, but they haven't been paid yet. Well, now, the top 128 teams are now getting cash prizes in both North America and Europe. Top 64 in South America, Oceania, and MENA, and top 32 in APAC and SSA. Well, there's a bunch of problems with this. Let's talk about NA and EU first, right? Top 128. That is like first-time SSLs and GC3s. Like that is some very, very bad competition. And at top 128, they're going to be making $10 a player. They're going to be making $10 a player, and it is going to take them a year and a half to get those $10, if they ever get it at all. What? Here's my favorite part. Top 64 teams in cash prizes in South America, Oceania, and MENA. Check this out. We're going to go to Twitter, okay? And my boy Ian here has made a great point. IanRL_. Within RLCS 24, the first qualifier from last season, South America had 56 people sign up for their event. 56! Keep in mind, top 64 get cash prizes in South America. So if you just fucking sign up in SAM, you get paid. That's crazy. That's insane. You just sign up and you make money. That's awesome. Guys, that fucking, what are they doing? I have a lot of friends from APAC and Sub-Saharan Africa, and they will quite literally tell you, top 32 in those regions are quite literally diamonds and champs. There are people that cannot flip reset that are going to be getting cash prizes. This one's not as important, but I want to talk about it, is that 13 years old is the minimum age to compete now, and this happened about a month ago. However, apparently Jack and a bunch of other pros had a very long dialogue a few months ago, before this change was made, that the age limit should be raised up, because it is very stressful and a lot of hard work and stress, really, for a 13-year-old, and a lot of people just aren't cut out for it at that age. You know, most 13-year-olds aren't that mature and are very emotional and so on and so forth. It's not really something that you want to be pushing on to 13-year-olds, but, you know, that's there. But that's been there for a month, so whatever, right? But why do coaches and managers have to be 18 years old? Are you telling me that it's more stressful for a manager to say, hey, can you scrim at 5 p.m. On Tuesday? Is that more stressful than competing in front of thousands of people? It makes no sense to me. Chrome made a good point and said, well, Flitz, you don't want to be coached by some 13-year-old. I'm like, yeah, I mean, sure, why? Yeah, no, but there's no 13-year-old coaches to begin with, right? My current coach, Evil, is the youngest coach I know. He is 19 years old. I started working under him when he was 18. So a few months before I met Evil, he was 17 years old and he wouldn't have been able to coach me, according to this rule. Like, what? That makes absolutely no sense. They mentioned the esports shop for a second. They have done a horrible job with the esports shop for a very long time. We haven't seen it yet, so I don't know how good it'll be. I hope they do better. And I'm not going to leak anything, but from what I know, I don't think it's going to be better. My favorite thing is, or one of my favorite things, is that there is a 3-month break from Major 2 to the World Championship. So you can just go fucking to Cancun, just not give a shit for a while. Maybe you guys are like, Flitz, you're overreacting. It's not that bad. You know, you're just fucking pissing, you know, you're saying nothing. No one cares. But here's the thing. Even if you don't take my word for it, just look at Twitter. Mertzy, what, like the 3rd biggest YouTuber in all of Rocket League? We might see the genuine end of Rocket League. It's clear Epic Games have given up and are trying to push as many players into Fortnite as possible before it's completely dead. Do not expect any meaningful updates. You're saying, why the hell is he talking about Fortnite? What are you talking about? Well, as you can see at the bottom of World Championship, I will read this aloud, so you don't even have to read it. As always, catch all the English broadcasts on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and in Fortnite's Legend Landing Island. Regional broadcast schedules and watch locations are to be announced. Now you might be asking, what the fuck is Fortnite Legends Landing Island? Well, don't you worry. My boy Asfro's got you covered. It is a game mode in Fortnite where you can watch stuff on a big monitor and there's 140 people playing it. We are quite literally becoming an extra mode in Fortnite for the fucking attention of like 6 12-year-olds, dude. Be concerned about. This is the first time ever that CRL has not been announced before RLCS. CRL might just be done for. I play for Kennesaw State. Probably not anymore because it's just expert. Pro on Team Zealous just says GG's because it's over. Mertzy making another joke. Chicago, you know, as he... My favorite thing about this is Chicago's last tweet before today was super excited to start this journey because he joined SSG. The next tweet is our esport is cooked. You guys know AJ. He was on Optic. Great player. Highlights everything wrong that I just said. And just keeps, you know, it keeps getting better as a joke here. But AJ is clearly pissed. He's clearly upset. Garrett G. One of the coolest and greatest pros to ever play this game. One of the nicest players ever. Says game deserves better. I've tried to stay optimistic, but what they are doing is just awful. Even Garrett is saying something. That tells you something. Okay, this literally was tweeted 38 seconds ago while I was recording. Nolly literally just said this is more than likely his last season playing. This is insane, dude. Players are quite literally retiring today because of how bad this... I can't make this up. This was... It's 2:40. Look at my bottom right. It is 2:43. He tweeted this a minute ago. I love Nolly. Great guy. Really is. But... fucking hell, man. This game is so fucking bad. Everyone knows Gyro. Couldn't have made a worse announcement. Jack, one of the most level-headed and smartest pros I've ever met, completely fucking pissed, saying, how do you possibly come up with this? Vatira doesn't like the SSA spot. So Vatira might be something you want to tell us. I'm just kidding, guys. Vatira's great. He follows me. So, shout out Vatira. Look, as you can see now, this entire fucking timeline, there's literally a Jake Lucky tweet of how fucking bad this has been. Every fucking tweet. Look, Wavy. He saw the tweet, says, let's go, and then he read the actual article, goes, worst tweet of my life. Like, everyone realizes how horrible this is. Bro, look, literally lunatic. APEC Pro. I love all the APEC players are great. Love Lunatic. Goes, you can just get money by entering an APAC. Like, even he's realizing how horrible this is. Look, guys, this video is a rant video. I'm pissed. A lot of people are pissed, but I thought I should share my thoughts and everything on it because this is just horrible. This is absolutely unacceptable. This game has changed my life. I play for my school's Rocket League team. I've been competing for 6 years. No, I've been competing for like 2-3 years, but I've been playing for like 6-7 years. The chair I'm sitting on, the clothes on my back, the food I eat, it is paid for because of Rocket League. I am making videos to thousands of people, which was my fucking dream job as a child. I honestly don't make that much, but I do it because I fucking love it. It's great. It has gotten me so many opportunities in life. It has done so much for me. But when I see this, and I see what they're doing with the casual, competitive, everything Rocket League related is being fucking tossed in the dirt, it pisses me off. Look, man, I really hope something changes, but it's just been let down after let down after let down. If you guys want to see variety content, let me know. Maybe I'll start posting fucking Lethal Company or something, but It's not looking great for Rocket League, man. I really hope you guys enjoy my content because, fuck, man, I don't know how long we got. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully this game doesn't die, but right now it looks like it might be over. Peace.